Hello, welcome to Travel with Roger. My name is Roger Adhikari, and I have a passion for traveling, particularly seeing places, meeting with people, and learning about them. Here we are in Candolim, Goa, and we are heading this morning to Pondicherry, also known as Puducherry. For that, we're going to take a flight from Dabolim. In Goa, there are two airports, one Dabolim and also another one, Manohar International Airport. And they are sort of approximately at the same distance from where we are, about 34 kilometers from here. And from there, we're going to take a flight to Chennai. And then from Chennai, we're going to take either taxi or a bus and head to Pondicherry. And we're expecting to reach Pondicherry either tonight, late tonight, or maybe we'll stay overnight in Chennai, and then tomorrow morning head that way. We are at Dublin International Airport. Actually, it is also known as Goa International Airport in Dublin, Goa. And this is one of the two airports. It's about 25 miles south from Panjin, the capital of Goa. It's in approximately the same equal distance from Panjin to the other international airport, which is Manohar International Airport. And this airport is pretty interesting because the airport only opens up 12 o'clock for civilian up until noontime. This is a Navy airport, and so it has all sort of Navy flight operation conducted here. But after 12 o'clock, after noontime, it turns into civilian airport. And we're going to be flying to Chennai from here. It's in a couple of hours from now. And this airport is an old one. As you see, not too many people have come yet, simply because the flight hasn't begun yet. Civilian flight only begins at noontime. We are at the Goa International Airport inside check-in area. Just how this airport is, it's a very small airport, and you see you have actually like a three sets of aisle for check-in with the different airlines flying out from here, and it's a very simple. It's one layer and one sort of like a hall type of an airport, and we are going to be checking in at some point in Air India Express, and I think that's our flight, and so we're going to be heading to that. Due to the delayed flight, we arrived to Chennai around 7:30, and we took a taxi to get to Pondicherry. And about 2.5 hours later, we arrived to Pondicherry. The taxi cost us about 3,200 rupees. And after arrival, we spent overnight at the hotel, and then next morning we went to Auroville, which is about 4 or 5 kilometers from Pondicherry. Auroville is spread out in 20 square kilometers area, and it is in the state of Tamil Nadu, and also in the district of Pondicherry. The place is pretty much funded partly by the non-profit organizations and also the residents that come to live here, and also partly from the state and federal government. The Auroville was created under a charter in 1968, after many years of conceptualization by the founder, person known as Mother Mira, and so this was finally conceptualized, and it was passed by the Indian Parliament, as well as was registered in the UNESCO as a place where people can come here and live here regardless of their creed, color, and nationality. And just so happened, many years later, up until about I think 2018, there were about 4,000 people living in this campus, and also the people from 60 different countries. And so we're going to go and see what is inside, the myth, the truth, the fact, the reality about Auroville. We arrived to the main office of the Auroville building, where volunteers were working. Some were working in inquiry, answering questions of the visitors, and the others simply showing around, explaining to the visitors the history, picture, and planning of the place. From the time of conceptualization until the place was built and enhanced and developed. After leaving the main building, we headed for the temple known as Matri Mandir. Auroville was once a very barren and red clayed earth ground, and it was almost like a useless piece of land here. But then tree plantation movement took place by the people that started the Auroville and Auroville imagination. And as you see, the place has turned into a very lush green jungle of 20 square kilometer, in between some housings and some small roads. Auroville was built and imagined, visioned in a concept that human can live in peace and harmony, irrespective of their creed, color, and religion, or any sort of belief that they may have. They can still live as a one human single unit, coexist together. And that was the concept. The Auroville was conceptualized by a mother, who is known as a mother. Her real name was Mira, as I said earlier, of French Indian, and who named the place after her guru, Sir Aurobind. And so Aurobind is Auroville, basically named after him. We're going to go and see the temple, it's right behind me. And the temple is also a non-denominational. It is not really dedicated to one particular religion or any particular belief, but it's a unifying, universal temple that mankind should be, believing or accepting that we are all one. And so under those concepts, this temple was built. On the way to the temple viewpoint, we found a tree. Actually, if you look at it, it's a one big tree, and then the tree has been branched out and has taken the root of its own, and has created almost like 20 or 25 trees. But it is all the same tree coming out and rooted again. So it gives a very interesting sort of like the perspective of the tree. Is like the elderly grandparent, and then their children and their grandchildren all around. And the tree is actually the first time that I've seen something like this. So we're heading to the Matri Mandir, the Universal Temple site. We are not going inside, as the temple requires to have a permit, and then you get it that at least a couple of days ahead of time. Since we didn't have time to get the permit, we're going to try to see the mandir from outside and show it to you. So we have covered almost 4 kilometer back and forth from the entrance of Auroville to the temple and back. And now we're returning back, and that is all we're gonna have from Auroville. And the rest, we're gonna be putting out more videos from Pondicherry itself, city of Pondicherry, and old and new both. That's all for now. If you like this video and learn something from it, I would appreciate if you like and subscribe this video so that you will have a more of it in the coming days.